satellite. Body love in every size. Feel the vibe and energize. No shame, no fear, just joy. Every curve we deploy. You hit play, let's make some noise. Oh, Chubs go wild, living free, living style. Turn it up, turn it loud. Chubs gone wild. Big hearts, big love, big dreams. Breaking molds, tearing seams. Together we're the ultimate team. Oh, Chubs go wild. Feel the pride, feel beguiled. This is us unreconciled. Chubs go wild.
Hey there, and welcome to Chubs Gone Wild, episode 608, recorded on Tuesday, September 17th, 2025, where it is not going to be 98 degrees and sunny here in Chubland today. Happy autumn.
And tomorrow it's in the 80s, and a week from now we're in the 70s. It's weird.
Ooh, yay,
Yeah.
autumn.
I just don't. Well, it's California.
Yeah, we're the special. We're the special people. It is 38 days till Halloween, which seems crazy. I got to get the decorations out. I'm late. It's also 93 days till Christmas, so I got to get the decorations out. I'm late. And let's take a moment to center ourselves and talk about today's affirmation. I rejoice in new growth. I leave all reservations and misgivings behind me. Oh, girl. Remember in those days? That was always fun to do. But let's talk a moment about our amazing patrons. Patreon offers folks a way to support creators and receive rewards not open to the general public, like My Life in Fragments podcast, books, videos, and more. And we want to thank our current patrons, Clint, Nephi, Nick, DJ Stossage from the Universe, Scott, Eric, Sean, Charles, Phoenix, Dave, Brother Senatus, Kingsley, Kathy Bacon, and Moose P. Please visit patreon.com/Matt Burlingame to find out how you can join the fun for as little as $1 a month. And don't forget that in just a few days, we are going to be starting our Halloween Blitz, which will include a lot of fun for our patrons. All right. Well, let us talk momentarily about some stuff that happened in history on this amazing September 23rd, starting with in 1875 when Billy the Kid was arrested for the first time. Also, Ray Charles was born, Bruce Springsteen was born, and Hassan Minhaj was born. Hello, handsome. Oh, wait. American comedian. Okay, I knew that's right. That's who he was. Okay. Let's see. We're going to move on to what is this? What? Oh no, we don't
Holidays.
that. No. Let's finish a couple more.
Oh.
John Paul Jones wins in English waters during the American Revolution. The U.S. ship, the Bonhomme Richard, commanded by John Paul Jones, wins a hard-fought engagement with British troops. Also, in 1846, the planet Neptune was discovered, because, it wasn't there before, apparently. In 1923, The Prophet by Lebanese-American poet-philosopher Khalil Gibran, yes, is published. And finally, in 1933, Standard Oil geologists arrive in Saudi Arabia. And that is history. But as Tom wanted us to do, we want to see if we celebrate any Any holidays? Guess what? Today is Bisexuality Day. Have you celebrated bisexuality?
Um, I claim no.
Okay. I almost did, but we were interrupted. Let's see. It's also Energize Day.
And I don't think you're
That's like,
bisexual just because you've had sex with one woman.
well, no, I mean they were bisexual, not me.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Although one claimed to be, and I said no, no, no. Yeah. Sorry. Energize Day. I don't know. Maybe that is, it doesn't seem to be a Star Trek thing. I don't know. But yeah, energize me. Let's see. International Day of Sign Languages. Uh, Checkers Day. Do you like playing checkers?
No.
Yeah, it wasn't really my game either. Great American Pot Pie Day. Ooh, I can celebrate that. I got some calendars, chicken pot pies in my freezer right now. Hmm.
Do you ever make your own?
No. Well, no. I'm just gonna go with no. Although I've made the filling, but not the crust.
Well, you can buy the crust.
Right. I'm just.
Or, yeah, yeah, and a lot of time, what I've also done is I don't give it the full bottom crust. I just give it a
Hmm.
top crust.
Oh
It,
yeah,
so it's more like a casserole.
I love that. That's
Yeah,
interesting.
and then
Yeah.
nice big dish, and then you scoop it out.
I think my what my mom used to like is getting the crusts and then just putting some cinnamon and sugar on it and baking it, and then she would just love the crust. So, let's see. It's also Snack Stick Day. I have never eaten a stick. Have you?
Of what?
It just says Snack Stick.
Like,
Oh, yeah. I guess it's like cheese or something.
oh, I immediately went to the meat
Stick.
sticks.
Oh. Yeah, that's not bad. Let's see. It's also Restless Legs Awareness Day, actually. Yes, I'm very aware of that. That has been something in my household for decades. So, yeah. Um, Teal Talk. No, thank you. Also, it's the start of Rosh Hashanah.
Heel
Oh,
talk?
teal, like the color, Teal Talk.
Oh, it might be talking about Teal Wicks, Broadway actress.
Oh, that's fun. She was
Also,
the one who didn't, oh, never mind.
also
I don't want to.
Jaina's second cousin.
Oh, right. Now that's last name or first name?
First name is Teal.
Okay.
Wicks is her last name.
That's that's neat. That's very neat. For a minute I thought, oh, colored candle wicks. That's interesting. Okay, it's also National Zatar Day. Zaatar.
Yeah.
We're gonna go with that. And just throwing in a couple random midday events. It's also Fungal Disease Awareness Week.
I'm sorry, what?
Fungal Disease Awareness Week.
Ew.
Speaking of, it's also National Mushroom Month. It is National Organic Harvest Month, National Papaya Month, Piano Month, Potato Month, and Rice Month. And also Save a Tiger while you're at it. So those are some great holidays. I don't think I really celebrate any, except maybe Pot Pie Day later on.
Is that like Save a Tiger, Ride a Cowboy?
I don't know, but it works for me. I mean, any excuse to, yeah. Oh, it's birthday time, and we want to send love out to Patrick, um, Charles. We've got Mr. Nico, which we talked about last time, but just want to make sure we didn't skip over anyone yesterday. Okay, upcoming birthdays. Happy birthday to Ed, Rachel. Oh, a posthumous birthday to our dear friend Marge Cabino, who passed just a few months ago. We also have Bo, Philip, Eric, Kevin, Julius. Oh, Julius, who used to run Fat Marker, which sadly is no longer going. We also have former um, city councilman, Mr. Steve Hansen, Dan, author Summer King, and greetings from nowhere's Christina Hill. Greetings from nowhere. All right. And of course, we can't forget to send a birthday love out to Nephi. All right. Well, Mr. Sean sent us something in our feed bag, and he says, if someone cut in line in front of me, I don't think I'd really care. I guess I'm just never in that much of a hurry. I was expecting him to say, if someone cut in front of me in line, I'd cut a bitch, but no. No. All right. Let's see. Chub hugs. I want to send out a chub hug to our dear friend, the Freak Geek, who found out that his kitty has cancer and is going to have to undergo an operation. And there is hopefully a chance that all could be well. But yeah, so we want to send him some love. And yeah, just there we go. How about you?
I want to send chub hugs out to all the people who had to sit and listen to Donald Trump talk at the
Oh, dear
UN.
God.
Did you hear his speech?
Yeah, Midas Touch pretty much played the whole thing with breakdowns. How did they let him talk? Uh,
Well, the rambling and then saying, "Oh, I'm not getting. Where's my Nobel Peace Prize?" And your escalator sucks. And
well,
it's
yeah,
just
he's like, oh, what was that?
it's
I did all this, and
teleprompter,
all I got was a broken escalator and a broken monitor,
teleprompter. Yeah,
teleprompter, and
yeah. So and
ugh,
I thought, oh my God, I love the looks on some of the people's faces because they're like listening to the translation, and
uh,
it's like you got to fucking be kidding. This guy, first of all, going on about, I love the fact that we're in a recession, but he's bringing in trillions of dollars every week.
yeah, he says he brought in $17 trillion, which is more than our annual debt would
Yeah,
be paid off at this
right.
point.
And the thing is that if he did, then why, are things still terrible?
Right.
Why are they okay? Why are they having to close down the
Hospitals.
government on
Uh-huh.
October 1st if we just got $17 trillion?
Yep.
He's I just can't believe that people are listening to him and believing him.
Well, and the way that he just got up there in front of the UN and shit all over them, shit
Hmm.
all over Brazil, all these other countries. And I'm just like, oh my God, this is like one of the horrible movies that I watched this week. It's just ridiculous. I don't get it.
Yeah.
I just don't get it. So,
Oh, are the people who had to sit and listen to him during the Charlie Kirk funeral?
yeah, which he made all about him, had nothing to do with anything else but him. Ugh. Anyway, I hope you're happy. I hope you're happy now. Also, let us not forget that it is National Hispanic Heritage Month. It is one of the months that oddly starts at the halfway mark of the month and goes to the halfway mark of next month. I don't get that. I guess they just like, no, we have too many of them starting on the first. You have to start on the 15th. All right. Well, in news, the Treasury Department and IRS have rolled out new draft rules for Trump's no tax on tips promise. But there's a big exception. Sex workers and adult content creators don't qualify. The proposal says tips from prostitution or pornographic activity won't be tax-free. That's sparked criticism. A tax attorney, Nate Mallory, warns that this carve out could raise constitutional concerns, arguing tax policy should be based on economics, not moral judgments. For now, it means workers in the adult industry are excluded from benefiting from benefits their peers in restaurants, salons, and other tip-based jobs will receive. I wonder if that includes the girls at Hooters.
No,
Okay. All right.
just
Let's
because you're
see.
dressed like a prostitute doesn't mean you are one.
Well, that's true. And just
They're
because you are a
waitresses.
prostitute doesn't mean you have to be dressed like one. Anyway, all right. Thank you for the noise. Let's see. Listener questions. Well, we didn't have any listener questions or feedback for how long have you been together, or show us pictures of your pets. So, and it's not quite ready for our Halloween costumes yet. Gotta wait for October for that. But gosh, the pictures that we do have, I just almost makes me want to do it sooner just because they're so good. But so we will move into, oh, by the way, if you want to answer those questions, we would love you to just send us an email at chubsgonwild@gmail.com. And now Tom wants to talk about a few very sad celebrity
Oh,
passings.
let me get back here. Okay. Let's see. Paula Shaw, 84. She had a career spanning both films and television. Horror fans will remember her playing Pamela Voorhees in many of the when after Betsy Palmer
Mm.
wasn't going back to do it again. She played Mrs. Voorhees,
Hmm.
and then she was also in many Hallmark films as well.
Wow.
uh, Sonny Curtis, who wrote such classics as I Fought the Law and Walk Right Back, and the theme song to Mary Tyler Moore. Um, he died after a sudden illness. He was 88.
Wow. Those are some classics.
Eh,
Now, Mr. Tom would like to talk to you about what he did this week.
okay. Uh, I just uh, I just saw the Alien Earth, the episode from last week.
Hmm.
And it's like, oh my God, these people are so fucked up. They are
Huh.
just, first of all, such I mean, I'm really impressed with how good the show is. Um, but we're finding out all sorts of horrible, horrible things that are going on. But it's good. It's a fun show also,
Hmm.
even though it's horrible. It's fun. I love that the main girl. By the way, I remember Friday Night Lights,
I never watched it, but I know of the
but
show.
the coach Taylor somebody, whatever his name is, dark
Okay.
hair, good looking guy.
I
Well,
think
that's his
so.
daughter.
Oh, really? Hmm.
Yeah. Anyway, let's see.
Nepo baby.
It's all that, believe me, I can tell you.
Yeah.
Um, paranormal. Oh, Twin Paranormals this week on YouTube. Their episode was really one of the scariest I've seen in a long time. I mean, I love. They're usually more fun than they are scary, but
Hmm.
they've got this. One of those machines that you put over your eyes. You put your phone basically over
Oh,
your
yeah.
eyes, and then they're listening to just static that supposedly the spirits can hear through this or speak through the static, but with the phone thing, they've got it, what happens is they'll all of a sudden get like a visual of something,
Oh.
and, that supposedly is coming from the spirits. And it was interesting because uh, River was the one who had the equipment on, and all of a sudden there's a visual of him being watched from inside the mirror that he's sitting in front of. you can see something is watching him, and you could see
Creepy.
him, and you could see the thing, and it was super scary. It was just
Uh,
really, really scary. But it was fun. I mean, it's still fun, but they were shook up, and it was good. Let's see, Big Brother. Oh, we had a double elimination last week where we lost Lauren and Kelly.
mm.
They're in jury now. Vince ended up getting HOH again, and he put up Keanu and Ava. They're both on the block. That's where we're at. New episodes tonight, or tomorrow night, and Thursday, and then I believe next week is the last week of the show. Actually, it might
Oh.
wait. Maybe it's the. I don't know. It's gone by so quick.
Mm.
I didn't think we were going into October, but we'd be going into October next week. Yeah, yeah, okay. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, Project Runway, they said that they were going to have a double elimination last week, and then all of a sudden Heidi goes this week. But um, Kristen said I should give you guys another chance, so we'll do a double elimination this week, and we never found out who the double elimination was. We'll
Hmm.
find that out next week. I think probably we're on the final episode, maybe one or two, but close. The Great British Bake Off. It was Bread Week,
Mm-hmm.
and they had first they had to make monkey bread. You're familiar with monkey bread?
Yes.
Okay. Then they had to make donuts, which it's not really a bread, but okay. And then sweet bread was the big one at the end, and they had to have sweet bread. And this is not the Oregon sweet bread. This is the actual sweet bread.
Thank goodness.
And and they had to decorate it. And the person who went home should have gone home last week. So that's all I'm saying.
Okay.
And I don't,
Oh, okay. I think I know who
yeah,
you mean.
yeah. So, but the what was interesting about the monkey bread was they were making some were making it savory.
Really?
Yeah, and
Ew.
I never thought about that. But
Yeah.
yeah, that would be really yummy. You could do different things. You know, you could put onions, sprinkle onions so when it's baking, the onions would cook. And then you could have it with what could you roll it in? Like
Garlic
paprika
butter.
or garlic.
Oh,
Yeah, I
yeah.
mean, there's so many things. I mean, it's basically just garlic knots if you
Yeah.
want it to be that. So it was. I'm like, okay, I'm now I'm because you do a monkey bread and cinnamon and put some raisins and butter and it's
Yeah.
great, but you throw out half of it. But I think if it was savory, I might eat the whole thing.
Mm.
So let's see. Last week's Celebrity Weakest Link, Jane Lynch, who is hosting, it basically did a Glee reunion. So not the entire cast, but the what is it, 10 people that they have were all from the cast.
Yeah.
They had it was weird because I'm like, at one point I go, it's too bad they don't have more of the main stars. And Sean goes, well, they're dead.
Yeah.
And I'm going, well, there's
Oh.
still Rachel and Darren and Kurt. Where are they? Oh,
Yeah.
that's right, on Broadway. So
Well, yeah, and Kurt doesn't want anything to do with that. He's off writing his books now.
yeah. Although he's got some pretty tall hair right now.
Yes, he
Yeah,
does.
I just saw him and it was like, oh my
Was
God.
Kevin on it? Kevin
Uh,
McHale, the wheelchair
no,
character.
no,
I'm
he's
surprised.
on Broadway too.
Oh, is he?
He
I
was
haven't kept up.
or he's in New York. He was doing the 25th annual spelling bee.
Oh, okay. I just know that he did some risque photography and he has bulked up quite a bit.
But
But
they had Sam on. They
uh,
had Krusky, the
okay.
the
Yeah.
bully,
Yeah.
um, who Jane referred to as the oldest looking junior in high school,
Yeah.
and they had on the Asian girl. who
Oh,
but they didn't have on the Asian guy. I'm blank on
oh,
their
he's
names,
probably
but
on Broadway dancing or something.
Michael,
Yeah.
Michael somebody. And they had Becky, not Becky,
Um,
Brittany.
yes. I
Brittany was
love
on.
her.
So it was, I mean, if you're, oh, and they had Dot, the Coach Beast,
Nice.
and they had both Amber and, um, oh shoot, I can't remember her name. But anyway, it was fun, and it was, if you're a Glee fan, you're gonna get a kick out of it.
Love
If
it.
you're not a Glee fan, you're gonna hate the episode. On Bewitched, I just finished, I think it was episode 15, which was the Christmas episode with Billy Mummy.
Nice.
Um, and it's funny because he's it was take or for Christmas, take an orphan uh, and have them stay with you over Christmas.
Right.
Which is that I've never heard of that
I
before.
have no, I guess maybe it was a 50s thing, or
Eh,
well, this was
60s.
60s and 70s, but I'd never heard of that before, but I was
Yeah.
like, oh, that's great. Give them the, oh, look, it's Christmas and you have a home and here, have this happy memory. Now go back and be on.
Yeah. Well, and then but Billy Mummy gets adopted at the end of the show,
Yeah.
and his adopted father was Roger Healy from I Dream of Jeannie.
Isn't that sweet?
Yeah.
Oh,
And then earlier the week, because I'm watching like one a day, and Adam West was a guest star, and
yeah.
last week June Lockhart was a guest star. Well, it's just it's for me it's really interesting because I'm watching. I mean, Adam West got Batman right after that,
Mm,
and both June Lockhart and Billy Mummy got Lost in Space right after that. So it
yeah.
was interesting watching just watching who was not quite the star that they ended up being yet. So and
Yeah.
then Roger,
What did,
and then the guy that did Dream of Jeannie, there he is. So
right. What
it's
did you
like a
think of,
oh
uh, on the Adam West episode, the girl that played the cat? Like that whole character to me, like even watching it now, it's so unsettling.
well, the whole show has been a little unsettling. First of all, it's not funny,
Yeah.
and secondly, and it's a comedy. And
Uh,
you're right. And they thought that just having the magic was going to be enough to move the show forward.
right.
But what they did find out was we want Gladys Kravitz going insane, which means that you have to have funny things happening.
Yeah.
So, you know, yeah. But oh, and the cheating, the it's expected a man's expected to cheat,
Uh-huh.
and that seems to be a reoccurring theme.
And it gets worse
Does it?
as the
Okay.
shows go on, and it does get funnier, but that part just stays. Yeah.
Okay, we started watching a new show, Task, over on HBO with Mark Ruffalo, where he's
Mm.
a washed up um, alcoholic police officer. Yeah, and they've been kind of giving him nothing to do, a lot of desk work, and go out and recruit people at job fairs and that kind of shit. But now they got him on this new thing where the bad guys are robbing drug dealers.
Mm.
Going in, stealing all their money when they've made a drug deal, and
Mm.
taking their money, and that's what these bad guys are doing. So, and now he's got to go out and try to find them because
Huh.
for some reason, nobody else wants to do that. That seems like one of those jobs I think a detective would, really want to, put on their resume. Oh, I'm the one that
Yeah.
solved that one. Anyway, oh, I don't understand you, which is over on, I want to say it's Hulu. It's Nick Kroff and Andrew Reynolds. And what happens is they're a gay couple, and they're in Italy for Nick's birthday. At the same time, they're waiting to hear back from their surrogate because they're getting a baby.
Mm.
And It's weird because I thought the surrogate was in Italy and that's why they were there, but no, no, she's back at home. So if you're waiting for your surrogate to have a child, why would you go on a trip to Italy? It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So they end up at this. They get this special birthday gift of going to have dinner at the home of this woman who is like considered the greatest pizza maker of her time. And then it turns into basically um, Tucker and Dale versus Evil,
Uh,
where um, everybody kind of starts getting killed by accident, except for them. And so some of it's really funny, and some of it's like this is a nightmare. This is not. It wasn't funny enough
yeah.
like with Dale and Tucker, when the guy's running at him and Tucker moves out of the way and he throws himself into the wood chipper,
Yeah.
that kind of stuff,
God.
which is funny because it's just that was funny, but and this is oh, I knocked her down the stairs and she's dead now. What are we gonna do? Type stuff. So that yeah. It
Mm.
could have been better. Could have been better. Halloween Baking Champion has just started up on Food Channel or HBO Max, and then also the other one, Halloween Wars, just started up too.
Eh.
I know. I hate the wars. Um, I only like the baking stuff anymore. I don't want to watch you carve pumpkins
Yep.
into big gross things. I don't want to see that. High Potential's back on ABC, Hulu. Really fun show. It's kind of, I mean, the first season was mostly episodic murder mystery, finding out are solving the crime type thing.
Hmm.
And in the last few episodes of the first season, and now continuing, we're in an arc that they kind of crossed over with. I guess because we needed a cliffhanger. I don't know. But I that's one thing I like about Elsbeth is it's even Tracker. It's a one and done. I like one and done.
Yeah.
Where
Yeah.
with Matlock, it's a continual storyline.
Right.
Yeah, that we're going through. So, which I'm going to be interested to see how they handle this season now that everyone knows the truth.
Right.
Well, everyone in the know knows. So, that'll be interesting. Gen V is back on
Amazon Prime.
Prime, yeah, and already lots of heads blowing up. The
Oh
gore
God.
factor is for me is everything. Um, Now on Disney Plus, they just added in Elio, which was that failed cartoon from the summer.
Hmm.
Apple TV has the morning show that just
Hmm.
started back up, and oh, and this is kind of fun. Did you ever watch The Chew during the day? That was with Michael Simon and Carla Hall and Clinton Kelly, Mario
Mm.
uh,
No, I know of it.
Batali.
I think I actually watched it once.
Yeah, well, I watched it all the time. It was really a good
Mm.
show. And they canceled it because Mario Batali had a rape room.
Oh,
And
right.
so,
Okay.
so on YouTube, the three of them, Clinton, Carla, and Michael Simon, are doing three shows a week. Monday, they'll be doing an appetizer, entree on Wednesday, and Friday, a dessert. And
Oh,
so
okay.
So
Yeah.
it's a YouTube show, and I watched the first episode, and it was really fun. It's just I always liked them, and it's like okay, they got rid of Mario Batali, so why are they canceling the Chew? And it
Mhm.
was because the stain of Mario Batali. When you say the Chew, it's always going to be remembered that Mario was there.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, boo.
Yeah.
Let's see. Also, new movies. 28 years later is
Mhm.
just hit Netflix,
Mhm.
and like I said, rumor is that the major zombie has a huge dick that's visible all the time. I guess he doesn't have clothes on or something. I don't know.
Oh no.
I'm just that's what I read. So now I got. I don't like zombie movies, but now
Yeah,
I
I don't
feel
either.
compelled that I have to watch this.
Well,
Um,
if it's good, let me know. But I don't like that stuff. Yeah.
so the new Superman just came on HBO Max,
Yes.
and um, let's see, Brody Grant, he took his final bow as Ponyboy Curtis on Broadway this week.
Nice.
Um, I saw the second performance of his
Yeah.
doing that, so that was fun. And then also Cabaret closed this week, um,
Oh.
uh, which was very sad because it was such an interesting show. We've talked about it before. And then I was on YouTube and I just wanted to see a couple of the numbers from Death Becomes Her, and then I
Mm.
watched the whole thing. So that was I cannot get enough of it.
Mm.
So yeah,
Nice.
that was my week.
Sweet. All right.
Oh,
Well,
oh, oh, I did
oh yeah.
this was interesting.
Mhm.
I kept getting things going. You need to make an appointment for your colonoscopy.
Oh.
And so I'm like, I go on there to do it, and my gastrologist is gone. He's not on my list of doctors anymore.
Oh.
So I'm like, I sent my to my regular doctor. I said, yeah, he's not there anymore. What do I do? And then I got a thing today saying, okay, you need to set a time for your colonoscopy. And I went, okay. And so the first day it was no, January 6th. And
Oh.
I'm like, and then it goes
Gonna be invaded.
8:30. What?
I said January 6th, you're gonna be invaded, right? Because it's
Invaded?
January 6th anniversary,
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I forgot about that. Well, anyway, but they had date 8:30, 9 o'clock, 9:30, and I'm like, Um, well, this is going to be quick. And then I said it, and then he goes, okay, so your consultation. And I'm like, I've had this done before. Why do I have to consult anybody?
Yeah.
So I'm just going in for him to go, okay, and this is what we're going to do. Yeah, like I've had like six of these. I'm fine.
Mm.
And so yeah, then I'm wondering how far out this is going to be. Hopefully I'll sometime in 26 I'll get my colonoscopy.
Okay. Me
You
too,
know how I like
actually.
them.
Yeah. Uh, ugh. All
Oh, by
right.
the way, our
Yeah.
friend that had one done, did he have a good time?
Not he had to have it done twice because the
Twice.
first time he apparently was too fibrous, was eating too much fiber. So the second time did well, and yeah, so just
But
had to get it done.
did he like the high?
Knocked out and on own. I don't think so. We haven't talked in detail yet about it, but
Okay.
yeah, I think he's just glad to have it done. All right. Well, with me, the last 4 days have been devoted to trying to escape tooth pain. That was finally successful late yesterday. So I have to follow through with trying to see about getting my tooth taken care of, et cetera, et cetera. But it got bad, very swollen, very uncomfortable, lots of pain, ick. So dealt with that. And then other than that, this week, except for some work stuff and everything, I just decided to watch some movies at night instead of trying to, work and do other stuff and write and stuff. So I did catch up on the first two episodes of Great British Baking Show, and the guy that you call Tom Weasley or whatever, love him. He's a very handsome, big, gay, tall redhead, very cute.
It's Tom Weasley, I swear.
Yeah.
He even
I,
looks like the Weasley boys.
yeah.
He looked like he could easily be a member of that family.
There's a couple other cuties on there, but just some fun personalities mostly, and I'm enjoying it. And but yeah, the people that have been going are definitely people that I'm like, how did you get on there? Anyway, everybody can have a bad big day, and that's all it takes. All right. So, and also, I have not watched the new Halloween Baking Championship, but at nighttime, I'm back to watching some of the older episodes to kind of get myself back in the mood so that I can enjoy the newer ones when there's a few more episodes to get to. Um, so I basically watched a bunch of movies this week, starting with I Am Mother, which is a 2019 movie on Netflix. It's sci-fi. Basically, it's an AI robot named Mother who raises a human girl named Daughter in a bunker after an extinction event to repopulate the Earth. And of course, then you find out all the twists and turns of the movie, such as, maybe there wasn't really an extinction event, and maybe Mother isn't so loving, but you got to find out all that. So no spoilers there. Um, I actually thought it was a pretty good movie.
Yeah,
Uh,
it was.
so, and then Extraction 2, which was 2023's Netflix follow-up of the Chris Hemsworth original Extraction, where basically everybody thought his character died, but they of course revived him and he's fine, and now he has to go on a mission to save his ex-wife's sister's family from the Ruther gangster family that they got married into. And the plot was thin, but it was a really good just shoot 'em up, you know, crazy stunts. Everybody's gonna, you know, just run, 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 run. One of those movies. And it was fun. And Chris Hemsworth, of course, he did really good in it. I think he's a better actor than some of the um, action genre gives him credit for. So, and that one character, the son character, oh man, I could not stand him. But that was also the kind of the point of the film too. All right, then I've gone into the Meg 2. Yes, the Meg 2, 2023. It's on HBO Max if you want to watch it. It is part of the Jason Statham, trying to get watch all of Jason Statham's listed credits. And I put off the Meg series, and the first one was really good, and this one was cheesy and kind of crazy and lots of dinosaurs, and the special effects maybe weren't just as good as in the first one, but I still had a really good fun time watching it. And of course, once again, mostly it's to save some young girl. So yeah, from all the big bads. Then I watched Spy from 2015 with Melissa McCarthy and Jason Statham, Jude Law, Miranda Hart. It is free, right? If you want to watch it right now, you can get a free trial of fubu.tv, and it is there. Otherwise, you have to pay for it. And I watched this before, and I really enjoyed it. The only thing that I enjoyed it more this time actually. The only thing that I don't care for is that Melissa McCarthy, the directors seem to just turn her loose and doing her weird, ranty, let's see how ad-libby I can get because I'm so funny. And it's only funny to a point. Then you gotta stop because it just goes into toilet humor and you ruin the good stuff by doing that to me. Anyway, but it's a really fun movie, and of course, Jason Statham was hilarious in it. Then I watched The Gray Man from 2022, which is a Netflix Ryan Gosling. He's basically a CIA operative that is on a shadow CIA and uncovers, damning agency secrets, and then he becomes a target of a rogue asset who's ready to eliminate him, blah, blah, blah. Only one shirtless scene in it. But this is the first time that other than when he played Ken, that I really kind of went, huh, Ryan Gosling, that's hot. So, but again, action movie, just watch it and have fun. Lots of crazy fun events. Okay, the fifth wave. Wait. So, the Gray Man, yeah, most of it's to save a young girl. And then there's the fifth wave, where a teenage girl fights for survival to reunite with her young kid brother after mysterious alien attacks by Earth or on Earth. It's a 2016 Netflix. Basically, aliens come to Earth. They attack four different ways to try to wipe out most people, and the people that survive, they then like kind of trick into killing each other. Blah blah blah. Um, again, starts out way too slow. Um, Production value in some places is a little cheesy, and other places it's really good. But it's kind of fun. There's some hot guys. So, but it's nice to actually have watched a movie where the teenage girl was the hero of it. Next, I watched Space Sleepers, which is a Korean sci-fi movie from 2021. It's on Netflix. And basically, after a shuttle crashes, they try to get the debris from it because they catch the debris and then they sell it, and that's how that they make money. And the spaceship's crew finds a 7-year-old girl, but it's actually a robot with special powers that can like save the Earth, blah blah blah. And then, of course, they get chased down, and it is actually really fun movie. The special effects, because most all of it takes place in outer space, special effects were really good, and I really kind of developing an enjoyment for watching some of the stuff that's coming out of Korea, especially the sci-fi stuff. Next up, I watched Warriors of the Future, which is a Chinese movie from 2002. It is also on Netflix. Basically, meteor carrying a destructive plant strikes the world, and whenever it rains, it grows and kills things, and now has produces alien creatures to go attack things. Anyway, and basically, a Suicide Squad has to go in and kill it. Well, make it so it'll stop growing, but can still save the Earth. How interesting. Then I watched The Running Man from 1987, and it takes place in the year 2019. Strangely, and America was a totalitarian state where the favorite television station was program was The Running Man. Interesting. Anyway, most people probably seen it, so it's The Running Man, and it's total cheese. Arnold Schwarzenegger's in it, and he says things like "I'll be back" and all these one-liners that are just so cheesy. But I did like the fact that, his suit made him look very interesting because it was very skin tight. And then the final thing I watched was Occupation, which is on Amazon. It's an Australian movie from 2018. And once again, some small town residents have to band together after a devastating alien invasion. And as they struggle to survive, they realize they must stay one step ahead of their alien attackers and work together for a chance to strike back. So lots of like alien invasion type stuff. And the thing is that almost all of them stay nebulous. And that seems to be the thing nowadays with alien movies and extinction event movies and stuff like that, where they don't really tell you all the time what's going on. Like in Independence Day, they showed you enough that you knew what the hell was going on and how they were going to do stuff. In these, you don't. It just like they keep it nebulous, so they don't actually have to explain anything. You just have to go along with it and say, okay. Although I will say this was actually, aside from wondering why the hell they would send an entire spaceship to wipe out this little town in the middle of Australia, I don't know. But other than that, it was actually really well done. And the ending was them finding a way to come together and find peace where all the US ones are just like, nope, we're gonna blow them up and kill every last one of them. So that was kind of interesting to see too. Um, I have 10 more movies that I have to watch to complete my Jason Statham movies list. Yay! And I've been putting them off because they have Republicans in it. And I don't mean just Republicans. I can deal with Republicans. These are ones that are bad Republicans. So anyway, so that was what I watched this week. All right. So what would you do? Your neighbor's dog barks loudly every night, keeping you awake. You've tried hinting politely, but nothing has changed. Do you escalate by calling animal control, confronting them directly, or invest in earplugs and let it go?
I wait for the dog to die.
Yeah, I've been surrounded by that multiple times over the years that we've been around here, and that's why I have headphones. You know, when my little our little menace isn't out there during the daytime for about 20 minutes causing a scene. Uh, Other than that, dogs bark, whatever. So now, if they're being like, you know, neglected or abused or something, that might be different. But other than that, no, I don't do anything. All right. Love it or hate it. Reality TV from Survivor to The Bachelor.
Some I like, some I hate.
Yeah, I mean, I'm good with some reality TV, but there's some that I just do not like, and that's okay.
Yeah,
It's the same with regular shows. Some I
the
like,
ones I
some I
don't
don't.
like right now are really the dating ones.
Uh-huh.
Just because, well, I hate bringing it back, but um, Kiss the Boy, the second season. Well,
Mm-hmm.
once these guys have figured out how to get more screen time,
Mm-hmm.
it goes from being reality TV to being like,
Influencer TV.
yeah, or just yeah. I mean, it's all else feels calculated. It feels artificial, and it's not supposed
Mm-hmm.
to. It almost feels scripted, like they figured out how to make themselves the villain, and that's what they're going to
Right.
do. You can go because remember how good the first few seasons of Real World were,
Yes.
and then all of a sudden it just and after like I think I got through five, and it was like, okay, I'm done with this.
Yeah. It seemed like they did more to try to manipulate things to go the narratives that they wanted them to, and instead of just following people.
Right, right. And but then, Survivors really held up.
Yeah.
I I don't like the Great Race or whatever it is
Right.
because
Amazing Race.
the Amazing Race, because the people are they love casting awful people. I mean,
Yeah.
the thing is, they are cast. They
Mhm.
do have casting directors, and they deliberately are looking for people who are gross on a lot
Yeah.
of these shows.
Yeah, they have a specific archetype. You can take each season, especially the last 10 or 12, 20 seasons, probably, because I guess it's on like 40, and you can put the casts side by side and you can line each team into what category they're trying to fill.
Yeah. Um, they do they do a little bit better job in Big Brother as well But then they only have 12 people a year, so
Mm,
that's not, or 16 people. So it's not as much as where Survivor, they've got 40 people a year with 2 seasons. And
mm.
but uh, yeah, I don't know. It's just and even The Bachelor, like Bachelor in Paradise was terrible this year. I only got to could sit through a couple episodes before I turned that off.
Yeah, I
And
didn't care
that was
for
usually
it.
kind of fun, but
Yeah.
not this time. And I don't know that they've even renewed The Bachelor yet because it's getting kind of
It's
boring.
getting boring. Yeah, because I mean, Zach season, at least they had him shirtless 100 times, give you something to watch while you're being bored. But yeah, it's just not. And it's gotten so the earlier ones that I actually watched, I I was more engaged with the people, to whereas the contestants almost seem
Yeah.
creepy and damaged.
Well, yeah, it's like they want to be a part of the Bachelor community,
Hmm.
so they can go to parties and they're able to go. Actually, a lot of them are able to go to like these, not Comic-Con, but these comms that they have.
Conventions, yeah.
Yeah, and sign pictures and stuff because people
Yeah.
will pay them to get their autograph and a picture with them. So it's kind of, but the ones that really are bothering me now is like Love Island, where
Mm.
all these people, the women are all Mar-a-Lago nightmare women, and the guys are all buffed out, steroided
Bro dudes.
idiots, yeah,
Yeah.
bros. And it's just like, I can't.
Yeah.
And it's weird because I've got 2 or 3 people I follow that that they go home at night just to watch, and relax and watch this. And I guess if you can watch it with a giggle,
Uh-huh.
that's okay. But it's really hard to. They're just pretty much ugly people.
Yeah.
Even though they're the beautiful people, they're really ugly and gross. So yeah, it's a hit and miss with me.
Yeah. Same. All right. Hey Chubs, Timothy wants to know what's the last thing that made you genuinely laugh out loud?
Uh, well, I was laughing a lot during Death Becomes Her.
Hmm.
It's such a funny show, uh, and that's what I love. I love the old musical. Musicals were always better when they were funny. I
Right.
mean, sure, there's the more serious ones, but um, the Hello Dollies and the Mames and uh, uh, the fun ones, that you get a good laugh out of them,
Uh-huh.
but and then the dramas, I just the dramas, they're hit and miss with me as well. It's just like I really don't want to hear about this poor woman who's in love with a guy who's going to either kill her at the end of the movie, or the town's going to realize that he's a bad guy and force him out, but
Mm.
she's so in love, she'll let, okay, I can't. But okay, but we were talking funny, um because I haven't, not been a lot of funny lately. I've been watching a lot of very hard to watch shit. So,
Yeah.
um, yeah, so not a lot of funny. But I would say, yeah, Death Becomes Her. Anything with the woman who plays Helen,
Mhm.
um, Jennifer. She's just a clown, just a clown. So, yeah. How about you?
Okay.
What made you laugh?
I think, well, TV wise, probably rewatching the It Crowd after a long time. I actually laughed out loud at that, but uh, like super, super laugh. So my friend Heather and I, when we go to Winco, we go down the quote unquote ethnic food aisle, and we get like one of the cheap, like uh Mexican drinks or snacks, or one of the Asian snacks that something we've never tried before, just to try it. And we've had a few that are really fun and really good, and some that are awful. Well, she bought this like nectar in a can, like apricot or something,
Sure.
one of the flavors like that. I think it was like apricot or something. And so she pours us both the little glasses of it and we try it. Well, she, of course, waits for me to try it first because I'm always the guinea pig. And I took a sip of that and I was kind of like, And then, like, this flavor and this just like the aftertaste hit. And I swear I could have just barfed. It was so bad. And she started laughing hysterically at that, and that caused me to start laughing. And then like we lost it over this horrible drink. And all the others that we tried from that series, like, were pretty good, except the banana. There was a banana mixed one, but like the pineapple was really good. I think it was a peach one, but yeah, it was just some of the flavors are it's like drinking syrup, like that you feel like should be mixed with like water or something else to make it good, and these just weren't. So yeah, that was funny. Hey Chubs, would you ever date a person who has been in prison for a second degree murder? And I
Uh,
actually looked
yeah,
it up to make sure
right.
what that was.
And well, the the accidentally killing somebody in a bar fight.
Yeah, like you
Okay,
get in a bar fight,
yeah.
you
Guess
accidentally
what?
kill them or
I'm not going to go out with anybody that causes bar
bar
fights. Okay,
fights.
that right
Okay.
there, and then shoot a gun into a crowd and accidentally hit somebody. Okay, I'm not going to be dating anybody that's
Yeah,
shooting a
you
gun out
didn't
in
intend to
public.
kill them. So basically, it's like you do something reckless and stupid
Yeah,
that could kill somebody, but
or
you didn't mean to kill them, but you
or
did.
you're a known you're a known drunk driver
Uh-huh.
and you accidentally kill somebody this time. Okay, I'm not going to date any of those people. So
Okay. So yeah, I of course go back to, well, it depends on, what and how and who, and if they are well past any of that shit. But I'm not gonna absolutely say a no, but it's kind of outside my wheelhouse. But you
yeah, I
know,
don't care how good looking somebody is, which obviously you do.
Yeah, but
Um,
I'm
that that
saying,
that
like,
would
with the person with the DUI, they can be in recovery, they can get over all that shit, et cetera, et cetera. So
Yeah,
I'm
but
just saying that
the
it
intent
depends.
was that they've gotten more than one DUI and they're out doing it again. That
Well,
tells me it's somebody that's not going to be able to stop.
yeah.
And if you've got such a hot temper, you're causing bar fights. No. And anybody running around with a gun in public, no. You
All
can have
right.
your gun at home for safety, that's fine, but no.
Okie dokie. Hey Chubbs, Timothy wants to know, do you think you're more influenced by books, movies, or music?
Well, it's definitely not books because I don't read. Um, and influenced. Um, I'm probably more inspired by music.
Mm.
Movies, well, anymore movies kind of suck. I was I can't go to the theater. There's nothing I want to see.
Yeah, I know.
It's been terrible lately. This has been
Yeah.
the worst summer I've seen in a long, long time.
Really?
Um, yeah, just movies that it's like, you open it up and you go, Uh, I mean, I probably wouldn't mind seeing the Conjuring movie, but I don't need to run out and see it,
Hmm.
right away. It's not like, oh, there's just nothing that's really appealing. So I'd say it's music.
Okay. Yeah, I actually. I got to see Jurassic Park and Superman. I thought that those were really great summer movies. And then the I didn't get to see in the theater Fantastic Four, so I'm looking forward to seeing that. But it's not going to be out until like November on streaming.
Right,
Insane.
but I mean, seriously, what I mean, remember when it was every week there's a movie you want to see?
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it would start first week of May. We usually get
Mhm.
a big movie and a movie you really want to see. A second,
Mhm.
but might be as big, but it was going to compete with the big movie, and then every week up until Memorial Day, and
Mhm.
then June was always a big month. Disney was going to release something good, and usually there's some superhero things, and then and yeah, I mean Jurassic Park was good. I mean
Yeah.
it was fun, but
In 1984, summer
okay,
movies included Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, Gremlins, The Karate Kid, Ghostbusters, and Star Trek III: The Search for Spock. It also included Footloose, Police Academy, Red Dawn, Purple Rain. See, all of those movies are ones that I would have wanted to see, except
right,
for Red Dawn, which when I finally saw when I was young and impressionable, scared the hell out of me.
right, yeah, but yeah, this it's I don't know what. Well, first of all,
Oh, and
I think
Romancing the Stone.
I think a lot of this has to do with the fact that television or streaming or whatever we want to call it now
Hmm.
is gotten so much better. And I think you've got a lot of people who are great storytellers who are they don't want to it's much harder to put into a movie like the Harry Potter movies, for instance. You can't shove a whole book into a 2 hour time slot.
Right.
But once they want now that they're going to do the open seasons, they can tell all the story to tell, and there's plenty of room. Um, and I think that's the same thing with a lot of things is that a story needs more than a 2 hour to tell it, but I don't want to see a movie that's 5 hours
Hmm.
either. Um, and don't forget the one when you've got movies like Sinners and what was the one with the weapon the no, the kids that disappear, what's it,
Oh, weapons.
weapons, yeah,
Yeah.
when movies like that are big box office, it tells you there's not a whole lot out there.
Okay.
And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I mean, it's nice for some of these smaller films to actually get an opportunity to
Hmm.
get an audience, and but it's a lot of it has to do with the fact that it's junk
Right.
out there.
So, just I expanded this, the 1984 summer movies.
Okay.
It also included Romancing the Stone, Revenge of the Nerds, 16 Candles, Splash, Amadeus, Beverly Hills Cop, Footloose, The Last Starfighter, The Never-Ending Story, The Terminator, and 2010. Oh, and also Top Secret, which some people would know. Um, uh, that in one summer, all those movies, which became iconic, 80s movies, that just floors me. But one of the things that's very interesting is almost all of these movies had soundtracks that you wanted to buy because the songs on the soundtracks were amazing. What soundtracks now do we want to buy?
Yeah, it's interesting. I was reading an article because Barry Manilow just brought out a new song today, um, and which was he didn't write. It was written by Peter Allen and Dean Pitchford, who, by the way, wrote the music for Footloose.
Mm,
Um, and but he brought out a new song. So there's an article, and he's going, well, I can't write songs anymore because songs don't they're not the same as when I was, they're not the same as they were 50 years ago. You don't ha- it's there's no, you don't have verse, chorus, verse, bridge, chorus.
yeah.
which was pretty standard for songs.
Oh.
And nowadays it's like a rant, just like it's almost like rap music, a lot of rap music that, they're just kind of a continual sentence, basically,
Mm,
which is not, that's not something he does. And I thought that was really interesting because it's true. Uh, uh, and because of that, you're right. There's no soundtracks out there that we want, other than
right.
possibly Broadway,
Yeah.
where there's, did, oh, I can't wait to get the Weapons soundtrack, no,
Yeah.
or the Fantastic Four soundtrack.
Right.
Yeah,
Or
so,
Superman. Like, no, if there's a song on a movie we like, we buy the song, but the rest of it's just kind of eh.
right. Well, we'll digitally buy the song and not get the album.
Right.
And that's so yeah, that's where it comes down. Well, that was a full shift away from the question,
I
but
know, but
yeah,
it was kind of an interesting topic. For me, I would still say music, because yeah, I mean, all I can be influenced by any of those genres if they're good, but
sure.
music is still, I think, the one thing that would move me more.
Well, I find that the thing about music is, I mean, I can watch movies or television show more than once,
Hmm.
but music, I want to listen to the same songs over and over again,
Yeah,
you
same.
know, and when I do, um, like when I listen to Hotel California,
Mm.
I'm driving out to Folsom in my Honda with the
Mm.
windows down. I'm right back there again the first time I heard it.
Mm. Yeah.
And certain songs are when I came home with a brand new Barry Manilow album and I
Mm.
listened to it from front to back.
Yeah. Yeah.
And of course, it was an album, so I had to flip it. But yeah, just are those kind of exciting days. The new Billy Joel album is out.
Yeah.
We don't get that anymore.
Yeah.
Or I'm well, definitely not with uh, today's music. I'm not. I think I'm stuck in the what Barry Manilow was saying was I want my verse, chorus, verse, bridge, chorus.
Right. Yeah, definitely.
But I mean, you go back to even you think about music today. The Black Eyed Peas back. Remember when uh, tonight's going to be a good night. We're going to have a good night tonight. Tonight's going to be a good night, and
Yeah.
that's basically a running sentence. Well,
Uh-huh.
repeating the same sentence over and over again, and that was on the. I think it was number one for like
A long time.
a long time, a
Yeah.
long time. And so yeah, I don't, I guess this is what happens when you get old.
Yeah, I mean, I love, yeah, kind of. Just we notice more how the things change. There's David Geffen? No. Whoa, I messed that up. There's a DJ that I love, and I always forget his name for some reason. It starts with a G. Guetta, David Guetta.
Oh
And
yeah.
I love his music. I really do, but it's kind of the same. It's like there's four or five lines that just run through the whole song, and I still love it, but it's not telling me a story. It's not involving me in whatever's going on. So.
Yeah, you really have to, I mean, to get the old music, you have to go to country.
Scary, but yeah. All right. I remember the smell of mimeograph paper. I sure do.
It was
My
that,
grandmother was a third grade teacher. I do.
well, I do remember when we would get fresh stuff and
Yeah.
yeah, but yeah, I guess it wasn't that memorable to me. I remember there was that scene in, I think it's Fast Times at Ridgemont High, where they're passing out a test and everyone picks it up and sniffs it.
Hmm. Did
But
you
yeah,
did you
uh,
ever see you've seen a mimeograph machine? Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. That was very cool. I mean, the kids today will never have any idea what that big handle thing was for. You had to sit and spin it.
Yeah, we printed our at Del Campo, we printed our programs with one.
Very cool. Okay, well, it's time for what's in your lunchbox. And of course, we start off with Mr. Moose, who wrote in and said, Big dinner tonight. Grilled shrimp, made rice, and seasoned beans. Ate too much. And
His
yum, those
yeah, his
shrimp are
shrimp are always so
amazing.
his shrimp look great.
Yeah. Well, it all looks great, but definitely, oh my gosh, those shrimp just look perfection.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Moose. And of course, Tom sent in a little something as well.
Well, we were at why were we we're looking for furniture. And
Mm,
so we were going over to IKEA,
IKEA.
and the Lazy Boy that's not there anymore
Mm,
in that parking area. So, but there's a In-N-Out Burger. So these are two double doubles, animal style. He
mm,
got his with lettuce and tomato. I did not,
mm.
and they slammed these huge pickles on it too, which I hate.
Yeah.
But they were big enough to pull right off. And then the fries, which were we asked them for extra. They
Mm.
weren't extra.
Mm,
It was weird. But I'm now think I'm an animal style guy. I didn't think I would be, but I
mm.
love Thousand Island dressing. So you want to slop more Thousand Island dressing on a burger? Okay, that works
Yeah,
for me.
your burger there looks really good.
Yeah.
Actually, they both do, but I'd opt for less salad on my hamburger.
Well, it's a lot has to do with I can't get my mouth around it.
Mm,
I've got a small bite.
yeah,
So when they like the Hodad's burgers that I had during the summer, it's like, I'm chewing off pieces instead of getting a full bite. I'm
yeah.
chewing off pieces, so that's a problem.
All right. Well, if you want to see those photos or any other photos that we talked about here, you can go over and see them at facebook.com/chubsgonewild. And you can also email us anything for any segment on here, although our weeks may be a little bit, out of range, but the rest of it, pretty good. Just send it to chubsgonewild@gmail.com. Find Tom's other podcast at swannerandjudd.com. Find my other projects at justkisstheguy.com. And find all of our links at allmylinks.com/chubsgonewild. And
Now we are available on YouTube,
mm,
this whole episode and all the episodes. Not that anybody watches it, but but if you do, you can subscribe and you can like, and
yes.
we would appreciate it. But I went on there and four views for 2 weeks ago's episode, and one of them was mine.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
sure one of them was Sean's as well, because he likes to watch us on YouTube and reply
Well,
over there. So I
well,
think
thank
pretty awesome.
goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much for tuning in. We hope that you have an absolutely wonderful week, and we will talk to you soon. All right. Love you.
I
Bye.
A network of inclusion.
univazpods.net.
This show is part of the Pride 48 network.
This has been a For Fuck's Sake production.